Fatal ICE shooting in Minneapolis sparks outrage. The death of Renee Nicole Good. On the morning of January 7, 2026, a 37-year-old American woman, later identified as Renee Nicole Good, was fatally shot by a United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) agent during a federal immigration enforcement operation in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The incident occurred in a residential neighborhood on Portland Avenue South, where a large number of federal agents had been deployed as part of one of the largest immigration enforcement actions in recent years. According to eyewitness video and local authorities, several ICE officers approached Good's vehicle, a Honda SUV, which was stopped on a snowy, icy street early that morning. As officers approached, video shows one agent attempting to open the driver's door. The vehicle then began to move forward, apparently to exit the area. Another agent standing in front of the car drew his weapon and fired multiple shots into the vehicle at close range. Good was hit and later died from her injuries. Federal officials, including Department of Homeland Security, DHS, Secretary Kristi Noem, have defended the agent's actions, asserting that Good attempted to weaponize her vehicle by driving it toward officers, which they described as an act of domestic terrorism. President Donald Trump echoed this account on social media, framing the shooting as self-defense. However, local authorities and many witnesses dispute this narrative. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey called the federal explanation garbage, and said video does not support claims that Good was trying to run down officers. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and other leaders have demanded that federal agents leave the city and called for a full, impartial investigation. Who was Renee Nicole Good? Good was a U.S. citizen, originally from Colorado, who had recently moved to Minnesota with her partner. She was a mother of 3 children, including a 6-year-old son who is now orphaned following her death. Friends and family described her as a compassionate, creative person, a poet and writer who once studied creative writing and earned awards for her work. Her mother, Donna Ganger, told local media that Good was not involved in protests or confrontations with law enforcement and described her daughter's killing as senseless. She was probably terrified, Ganger said, noting that Good was loving and caring throughout her life. News of the shooting triggered significant local outrage. Hundreds of protesters and mourners gathered at the site, lighting candles and demanding justice. Demonstrators, activists, and some city officials have criticized the federal operation and expressed anger both at the loss of Good's life and the broader presence of ICE in Minneapolis. Cable news networks and analysts have also grappled with how to frame the event, highlighting the sharply divided narratives and the broader debate over federal immigration enforcement tactics. Ongoing investigation and calls for accountability. The name of the agent who fired the shots has not been publicly released, and authorities are continuing their investigation into the full circumstances of the shooting. Minneapolis officials have said the incident raises serious questions about the use of force and federal operations within city limits.